Hey everybody, welcome back to In Bed with a Millennial. I'm the Millennial, Javeda Bay, and this is my bed, and it is still Masturbation May, which means we are still going strong talking about all things masturbation. And today I want to talk about different ways to masturbate and why you should, because we need to. I feel like we all at different times in our lives have hit a point where we're just like in this routine of masturbation, and is it really doing what we want it to do? More than likely not. So let's dig into that a little bit more. So when it comes to masturbation, we've all seen a lot of the same imagery within mass media. We've seen like the sock trope where folks with penises masturbating to a sock so that way they don't make a mess. I don't know. Seems real messy to me, but okay. Obviously like masturbating in the shower and like generally just seeing people lay on their back to masturbate. And yes, those are all viable options, though I'm gonna urge you to not masturbate into a sock. Like there's a whole lot of different ways that you can masturbate, and it doesn't all have to look the same, because guess what, we're all very different. We all enjoy things in very different ways. Our bodies enjoy different types of stimulation, and if you learn or like see masturbation happen in mass media and just go the way that that goes, you might not be fully experiencing as much pleasure as you could, because your body, you may enjoy something completely different. And that's why we're having this conversation today, because just because you saw it in porn doesn't mean that's the only way to do it. Okay, so I hear you, Dre. That's not the only way, but like, why should I change it up? I've been doing it this way for a while. Obviously, it's like working to the degree that I like needed to. Okay, that's yes, to the degree you needed to, but could it work more is the question. But a lot of reasons why I encourage people to like actually try masturbating in different ways is because the body has memory. It learns things. So if you only masturbate in one particular position all the time, your body's gonna get used to that. It's gonna expect that, which means then that it's gonna take longer for you to climax, because your body's like, oh, same old, taking its time to do its thing. But also after a while, like, is that really like, I feel like that can get boring. And do we want to just have like a boring, like especially a boring solo sex life? Like, I don't want anybody to have a boring sex life, but you definitely shouldn't have a boring sex life with just yourself. It's just you. You can do whatever you want to do. So that's one reason why you should probably think about not just doing it in the same way you've done things. And another reason to shake it up, because as I love to say, variety is the spice of life. How are you going to learn what you do or don't like if you ain't trying new things? You got to try new things to know, like, oh, yeah, that was actually a good time. Like, are you still only just ordering the same two things from the McDonald's menu? Like, you still just eating Happy Meals? I doubt it. So try other things when you're masturbating. Okay, Jave, all right. All right, I hear you. There's some good reasons on why we should try different things when masturbating. You're like, I don't even know where to start in trying out new things. I got you always and forever. So start with trying new positions, especially if you're someone that commonly just like is on their back masturbating in bed. Start trying different positions. Like, instead, roll over, lay on your stomach, get on all fours. Like, lots of different ways that you can do it. And in that same vein, trying a different location is also a good idea, because depending on where you are, you might have to actually sit a different way just to actually be comfortable. So don't just do it in the bedroom. Take it out to the couch. If you have roommates, be sure to like have a conversation, like make sure everybody's cool with this, though. Don't just be doing it in a shared space. Try it in the shower. All of those different things, like change locations. Easy way to shake it up, that doesn't require you to like really push too far out of your comfort zone. Also trying new toys. If you've got one like go to, like that's your one, you're like, nah, me and baby boo, we've been through some stuff. It's just me and my vibrator forever. I support that. And also, there's a lot of different other toys out there that are different stimulations. So you don't gotta cheat on your favorite toy by getting something of the same type of stimulation. You can get different things. You can get toys that tap, toys that thrust, suction toys. Like, there's a lot of different ways to go. So trying different toys and different types of stimulation is a great way to shake it up and maybe discover a new love of a sex toy. Another way to shake it up is if you are someone that regularly uses toys, going for a stretch of time where you don't use toys. Go back to the good old acoustic masturbation, and just use your hands to stimulate. No added materials except for lube, and see how that feels. Reconnect, rediscover how your body actually feels, just you on you, you know? Another way to shake up masturbation routines is also to try new and different stimuli. So for a lot of people, the go-to is porn. Like, like, hey, this works. I've been watching the same porn channel for years. Like, why would I shake it up? But there's so much out there now. Like, you've got actual like erotic audio apps like Dipsia and Ocleo. You've also got actual like erotica books that you can read. And like, if you're like, I wouldn't know where to start with that, just make your way to TikTok, Book Talk, specifically Smut Talk. People out here writing, they are writing some books, so there are options galore. Also, if you're ever in for a really good laugh, like you can just like search mythical creatures on Amazon and like a book and just like put something sexy with it. I recently discovered there's a whole slew of like Bigfoot themed erotica. Not because I am out here into Bigfoot, my husband is into Bigfoot, that is the only reason. But yeah, so lots of different options that way. You can explore so many different types of stimuli. Also, like, create your own stimuli. Get real creative in the noggin. Write down your own fan fiction, whatever you want to do. But lots of different ways to do it. And then another great way to shake it up is to go back to the days of our youth when we didn't have like all these external things telling us do this, don't do this, all that jazz. You probably got our start humping something in our younger days. Go back to humping things. See how it feels to grind up on stuff. And if you're like, Janae, what am I supposed to do? Hump a teddy bear? You can. If you don't want to do that, there's also like grinding toys to make it a little bit easier to give you something to hump. So yeah, lots of different options. And if you're like, I want those grinding toys, I got a blog article. It's up right now, all about grinding toys, to give you a new avenue to explore that is not your general recognized ideas around what masturbation is supposed to look like, because it looks different for all of us, and that's okay. It's about your pleasure and you, so like focus on you and your pleasure and not what you think you're supposed to do. Who you got to impress? But yeah, that is that. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel, because if you are, you're automatically entered into my Masturbation May giveaways. Definitely make sure you follow me on all the social media platforms, because that's where you can enter to earn more chances to win. And definitely make sure you subscribe to my email newsletter, because that's where the good stuff is. And definitely make sure you are subscribed to my podcast, because semester is about to be over. I'm about to have more episodes. And definitely, if you haven't already, mark your calendar for my workshops coming up. I've got one on Tuesday the 16th. That is an intro to role playing, and that is a virtual one, so it's open to everybody. And then I have one on Thursday, May 18th in Miami, Florida. So if you're in Miami, you better register, because it's all about oral. No, it's going down like I have a workshop. I can't remember which one it is at this exact moment in time, but I have a workshop, so you better register for it. But yeah, until next time, I'm gonna see you later. Deuces.